Last time I forgot to tell you when to pronounce vowels and umlaute short or long. When there's a double consonant like SS, MM, NN, PP, anything that is not a vowel following one, then the vowel is pronounced short. For example, the word Himmel, which means sky or heaven. It's spelled Himmel, and because there's an MM, the I is pronounced short. Whenever there is a double vowel, like AAOOUU, then the vowel has a long pronunciation. For example, the word See, which means, if it's masculine, it's a lake, and if it's feminine, it's the sea, like the ocean. It's spelled S-double-E, and the E has a long pronunciation because there is a double E. Whenever there's an H behind a vowel, then the vowel has a long pronunciation too. For example, the word Bahn, which means track, train, tram, trolley. Bahn is spelled B-A-H-N, and because there's an H, the letter A has a long pronunciation. This also counts if I is followed by an E, I already told you that, or if any vowel is followed by a sharp S. As for any vowel that is followed by a single consonant, there is no rule, so you just have to learn that. So let's start with the introduction. You already know from Mr. Thomas that English is part of a Germanic. English is part Germanic because it is Anglo-Saxon, and Saxony is a German state. So there are a lot of similarities. So a lot of words can be figured out by shifting letters. For example, DT and TH in English often become S, double S, Z, T, or sharp S. B, P, PH, and F can become V and W. And the same counts for G, GH, C, CH, K, and CK. That's it for the introduction. And let's just start with, how much was that? 3 minutes. Okay. It means S. Is becomes ist. So how would you say it is good? If you know that D can become S, double S, Z, T, or sharp S. It is good. The German way of saying it is good is es ist gut. What do you think could what mean in German if T turns to S? It means was. So what could water mean in German? Water. It means Wasser. Infinitive forms of verbs usually have an en at the ending. So how would you say to drink in German? Trinken. Also in German you have a formal and an informal form of you. use the informal form of you with anyone you call by their prename. So I'll use the prename Jürgen to ask you to speak informally, and the informal you, singular, second person singular you means du, and verbs that are connected to the second person singular you will always end on st. Use the formal form of you, second person singular or plural. So this can be either you, one person, or you, a lot of persons, people, a lot of people. For anyone you call by their last name. I will say Herr or Frau Müller to ask you to speak formally. The formal way of saying you is to say Sie, which actually means they. If you want to speak formally to someone, you actually address them by saying they. Verbs that are connected to they always end on en. Some word stems change when singular or plural, and a few verbs even change in the whole conjugation. But let's just concentrate on if they change in singular or plural. Like the word wollen, which means to want. The stem for singular person, which means I, you, one person, and he, she, it, is will. And the stem for a plural person, which means we, you, a lot of people, and they, is wohl. So you want Jürgen means du willst Jürgen, and you want Mrs. Müller means Sie wollen Frau Müller. When asking a question without a question word, you put the verb as the first word of the sentence. So, how do you say, do you want Jürgen? You say, willst du Jürgen? And how would you say, do you want Herr Müller? You say, wollen Sie Herr Müller? How would you say, what do you want, Jürgen? Was willst du, Jürgen? That's it for the first lesson. I'm gonna make the next one later on, and you'll see it tomorrow. Okay, love you.